Ricky Patel, our man from the United States of America. First comment, as always, Ricky. Welcome and welcome to everyone else who's joining us on Sports Today. The latest from Dharamshala is that Sri Lanka have won the toss and have decided to bat first. That's a bit of a surprise considering every team usually tends to chase and win T20 games because conditions improve for batting in the second half. Surprised?
Maybe I think that what they think is that perhaps batting first is their best chance to win a match. Okay.
Okay, team update for the Indian team. 4 changes for the Indian team. Kuldeep Yadav, Ravi Bishnoi, 2 spinners in, 2 fast bowlers in, Avesh Khan and Mohammad Siraj in. The fast bowlers that have gone out are Jasprit Bumrah, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and spinner is Yuzi Chahal. And Ishan. Oh, so now they've not taken a batsman, one more batsman.
Oh.
4 bowling changes. So Mayank doesn't come in.
So Venkatesh Iyer opens with Rohit Sharma?
Yeah, or people were suggesting Ravindra Jadeja or whatever else. I don't know. Whatever you go with.
Your
think
guess?
Venkatesh Iyer, I think.
Venkatesh Iyer.
Sanju Samson.
Sanju Samson, I would still want to see him bat either at number 3 or 4.
Okay. Kuldeep Yadav making a comeback in T20I on a ground where he did very well in that test match.
So they've strengthened their bowling, the Indians. Is it?
Yes. Because one batsman has gone out in Ishan Kishan and one pure bowler has come in. So now look at the bowling options for India. You've got Ravi Bishnoi, Kuldeep Yadav, you've got Avesh Khan, Mohammad Siraj, Harshal Patel. Those are your 5 bowlers.
Right. So, okay.
Then there's Venkatesh Iyer, who's another bowling option. Then there's Ravindra Jadeja.
So Venkatesh Iyer, you're saying
7.
Should open because the team sheet as of now, Rohit Sharma, Sanju Samson, Shreyas Iyer
Sanju Samson is opening.
is most likely going to open.
Yeah.
Then Deepak Hooda.
8th bowling option Deepak Hooda. So your bowling options start with number 4. Deepak Hooda, I'm just giving you India's bowling option. Deepak Hooda, Ravindra Jadeja, Venkatesh Iyer, Harshal Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Ravi Bishnoi, Avesh Khan, Mohammad Siraj. 8 bowling options for India. And all decent bowling options. I'm not counting someone like a Shreyas Iyer who can also bowl. But because he's like a rare part-timer, that way even Rohit Sharma can bowl.
Exactly.
So
quite a few changes and expected because you won the series.
I expected a few. Because this is exactly what India did against West Indies as well. The final T20I, when they had won the series, the final T20I, they made the changes. But this time they've made 4 changes. Kanav says maybe Hooda can open. He hasn't batted in this series. I think he will bat higher up, but maybe number 4. But I don't think he's going to open. No, I don't think he's going to open. What does Ashutosh Garg have to say? Slight digression. Is it vendetta on BCCI's part for not allowing crowd in Mohali, Virat's 100th and allowing in every other match? I had already answered this question yesterday. You want to answer it?
But for the benefit of our viewers, you can just repeat what you said yesterday.
Okay, so the thing is that a lot of these decisions are not BCCI's doing. A lot of people have suggested that BCCI has some sort of vendetta against Virat Kohli, which again may not be true. But even if I was to consider that, they say that because of that, they've ensured that his 100th test match, there is no crowd. No. This is a decision taken by a state board, and in which case it will be taken by the Punjab Cricket Association, which is PCA. Their ground is in Mohali. They have to abide by what they can do, also what the state government, what the Punjab government can offer, what the protocols regarding COVID are in the state. So a lot of decisions are taken keeping that in mind, and a lot of permissions have to be taken. So based on the conditions of the state, the regulations of the state, that is the decision that has been taken. It has nothing to do with the BCCI. So all conspiracy theories, I know some people have tweeted as well, can be thrown out of the window.
Although I still feel that crowd could have been allowed, but maybe the state association didn't have a lot, or they couldn't do a lot of things as far as the decision making is
concerned. What is the regulation in Punjab at the moment? I think there are still very strict COVID protocols there.
But I understand, had it been elections would have been happening, I can still understand. But the elections are over, the voting process is over. Maybe they don't want a situation where because elections are happening, the EVMs and everything, they don't want crowd to gather in one place. But still, they could, all these things were, you already knew that your first test is going to happen in Mohali and second one in Bangalore. What they could have done was, maybe first test could have been played in Bangalore.
No, that was a question, Mohan, we also had, but I think you couldn't do it because this gap is so less. If you're in the north, you're in Dharamshala, right? Because of that, they want to do the first test there.
Okay.
Now to get players to Bangalore, then do it, then again go back to Mohali. So it's like zigzagging a
No,
lot.
I
So
understand
because of
what
that.
you are saying, but see, your your T20 series gets over today. Today is 27th.
Yeah.
Now there's a 4 day gap between the second test, between the T20 series and the first test. Now, okay, who are these players? Jasprit Bumrah, Ravindra Jadeja, Rohit Sharma, and who else? Who else is the?
I can't think of anyone.
3 players? 3 players?
Yeah.
If you have asked me, I would have
Mayank Agarwal now, fourth.
Mayank Agarwal, Siraj
Yeah,
is also
Siraj,
there.
fifth
So I still feel. Anyways, I think we can, because there have been lot of changes in the Indian 11 for this T20 international. We are getting a lot of questions also. Nikhil, I'm going to shoot these questions at you.
No, but first tell the team now four
Yeah,
changes quickly.
okay.
I'll
For
tell you, players that are that have come in are Ravi Bishnoi, Kuldeep Yadav, Mohammad Siraj, Avesh Khan. 4 players that are in. Players that have gone out are Jasprit Bumrah, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Ishan Kishan was of course injured, and Yuzi
Yuzi
Chahal.
Chahal.
4 players that have gone out, 4 have come in.
So a lot of questions.
8 bowling options for India. Actually, 10 if you consider Rohit Sharma and Shreyas Iyer who can also bowl, but they rarely bowl. So, but 8 bowling options of bowlers who have bowled in this series itself or the series before that. So 8
Okay.
good bowling options.
A lot of people, in fact, Vineet has been repeating a question: why no Mayank in the team? Vineet will
So
come.
let's answer that. Why Mayank is not in the team? Because remember, Mayank's only come as a backup. Is he in your scheme of things? Clearly, he was not. That's why you did not select him in the squad. Firstly, that is the first thing. You just got him as a backup because of an injury. Maybe if Indian team felt that the combination wasn't really, working out, then they may have had to draft him in at the last moment. But I think they wanted to give all of these guys a chance, and they thought maybe one batsman less because you've got so many all-rounders. Maybe fit it in. And then Rohit thought
Exactly.
you won the series also, so I think
Exactly.
you're not too worried about.
Now, a lot of people, including Dev, they're asking, can Venkatesh Iyer open the innings today?
Can, but I have a feeling it is going to be Sanju Samson because, and the reason is, what are you going to gain with Venkatesh Iyer opening today? What is the gain? You are going to make him play that one-off game. Let's say he has a great game, but then what's the point? He's not going to be your opener. He is going to bat at 6, 7.
Pull him back down the order. That's not an issue. But see, what I am, my emphasis at this point in time, when you've already won a series, is that you've given game time to Ravindra Jadeja, which is good. Ishan Kishan has batted. You've seen him because in this series, Venkatesh Iyer has hardly got an opportunity to bat.
Sure, so send him at 4, 5, I think, if the need arises. But because I think you're not going to gain anything if Venkatesh Iyer is open. I'm not saying that he's not fit to open. Maybe he opens in the IPL as well. But because you have now decided he's number 6 or number 7 for you, and then if that is what you're looking at, then let him bat at that position more often than not. If that's the plan going into the World Cup, what's the point to get him to open for this one game? And he has an outstanding game. But what's the point? You tell him once your openers are back, then listen, go and bat at 6. I think don't disturb that. Let him bat there because Sanju Samson is not so much in your scheme of things compared to Venkatesh Iyer. Again, Sanju can become in your scheme of things, but in that pecking order where Venkatesh Iyer is higher, Sanju ke saath you can experiment a bit because he's going to be if you're going to look at the order of preference,
So,
then I think
if you look at the order of preference, I would still suggest or say that as of now, in that T20 World Cup squad, Venkatesh Iyer looks a better possibility and a bigger probability compared to Sanju Samson. Sanju Samson can still make his way into the team just by a few good performances, and so that's the only thing that I see that can actually happen, and Venkatesh Iyer might just open. But Fair enough.
No, no, no. So it could be. He thinks Venkatesh Iyer can open. I think it's going to be Sanju Samson that opens. Somebody asked a question.
Who's
There
gonna
it is.
keep the wickets?
Yeah, Jaren Prasad.
Jaren
It is
Sir.
going to be Sanju Samson.
Sanju Samson is going to keep wickets. Nikhil's jackets are amazing. A lot
Thank
of
you
people.
so much. Somebody said Formula One. Yes, it is a Formula One jacket. I am missing it.
Okay.
Formula One season. Sanskar is going to start very soon. So.
Joel John is saying, is Bhuvi being treated unfairly every time?
No, I think in fact Bhuvi is being treated very well under Rohit Sharma. Rohit is the one when everyone had discarded him, thinking that no, it's time to look beyond Bhuvaneshwar. I think Rohit got him in the team. Not only got him in the team, got him to play also, and he's now finally found some rhythm. Why he's not playing today is not because they've discarded him, but because he knows that he's started to do well. And these guys who are not getting a chance to play, like an Avesh Khan who only got one game in the West Indies series, and Siraj also who's got not too many games. So I think they've gotten a chance.
Exactly. So Joel, there's your answer. A lot of Ritesh from Mars is saying hi to you.
Thanks,
And
Ritesh from Mars.
Saluja Singh is back from
Brompton in Canada.
Exactly. Sanju Uday says Sanju should open today and should be a backup opener rather than Ishan Kishan on in the World Cup squad.
Yeah.
Then please name one batter. Rajiv is asking who has a better or a worse strike rate than Rishabh Pant. Want Sri Lanka, Anish want Sri Lanka to score 200 because wanted runs for Indian from
What do you think? I think that because Sri Lanka is batting first, again I have a feeling 183 and all not going to be good enough. I know that it was a rare chase by India, and people might say that every day is not Sunday, so India is not going to be able to chase that. But I have a feeling, yes, and because today is Sunday, and I have a feeling India will again, even if it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, against this Sri Lankan bowling attack, most of the time they will chase it. 9 times out of 10 they'll chase 180. 200. If I'm Sri Lanka, I'm looking at 200.
Or maybe maybe Sri Lanka thinks that batting first is their best chance to win a match against this Indian team.
Yeah, because under pressure they may not be able to chase. You think?
I think so, and that's what they.
But the other way of looking at it is how I see it, that you should always use your stronger suit in the second half. So for example, if your stronger suit is batting, then you don't mind chasing, right? So in this case, in Sri Lanka, I think the batting is still stronger than their bowling. So given a chance, if I was Sri Lanka, I would still want to chase because I think my batting can still give me a chance. Our bowling is the bowling is so weak, Mazrat, as we say, that whatever you chase, team will chase it down, no whatever you said.
And after the game, after the loss yesterday, maybe the management, the coaching staff, the players, the senior players, they must have discussed what went wrong, and they could have figured out what exactly happened and went wrong for them. And also, don't forget, they dropped a lot of chances, a lot of catches they dropped. Maybe they can, if they think that maybe if they would have held on to those catches, things could have changed. But let's see.
Okay, there is Anish, a regular watcher, is saying, Rahul sir, when are you going to get married? If you do, then invite the family also. As and when that happens. Okay, there was one question. How was your day? Salut Singh is asking, how was your day going, sir? How was your first half of the day? Where were you? How many runs did you score? Tell our family members.
We played a very tuta sort of a match. In fact, anyways.
Tell them, na.
It was we went for a match. We won that match pretty easily.
What is your contribution?
My contribution was.
You can lie also, nobody will
know.
know.
My contribution was 2 wickets. That's it. I didn't get to bat because the opposition.
That's unfair.
They didn't give. They told me not to bat today.
That's not. Are both of you coming in to Mumbai for IPL? I want to meet you. Yeah, we may come. Never say never.
Exactly.
We may come. Good option.
Somebody should actually.
No, we may travel to every city once. Just for one day or
Kuldeep is behind.
Every IPL city.
There was one question, Nikhil. I'm forgetting the gentleman's name. He was asking if Bishnoi would bowl in the power play because
Good idea.
Chahal Rohit always backs him to bowl in the power play, and even Virat for RCB. Chahal is somebody who bowls in the power play. Would you test Ravi Bishnoi in that power play?
I will. The thing is that Sri Lanka has plenty of left-handers in their top order. Barring Nisanka was in man in form, so maybe for Nisanka you can have him. But then again, Ravi Bishnoi bowls so many googlies, I think that will also even out when it is left-handers. But yeah, I think he's a good option to go in the power play. Also because bowls a bit quicker. So yeah, why not?
So a lot of people again are asking who will open today. In fact, if you just go back,
We have different opinion on that.
Yeah, I'm.
He's gone
It's
with,
not. I would
no,
see.
as in who we are guessing.
See, for me, if Sanju Samson scores, I would perhaps be the happiest person. At least
Why,
in,
you're a big
in-
fan?
Yes, I am. I think he has underachieved. He is a brilliant talent to have. He is a very good batsman. Very similar to. I've always enjoyed his batting whenever he's scoring runs and the confidence that he has. Maybe that just one lapse of concentration. And he gets out. Not for the first time it happened in the last match, and because we've seen that in the past also. Captaincy has made him more responsible, and I can see that calmness in his body language also. He's somebody like Rohit Sharma. He has lot of time to score his runs and play his shots.
Quick questions I want to take. First, answer this. Anish is saying I'm getting confused because Nikhil sir is wearing a winter clothes and Rahul sir is wearing summer coat. See, Rahul sir has come after playing a match,
Exactly.
so his body is nice and
But
warm.
I realized it was not.
Cold.
Yes,
It is cold,
It's
but
windy also.
he's being Salman Khan. Like I will wear a t-shirt. So it is still cold here, huh? Please.
Nikhil is actually wearing just a jacket. I don't know what he's wearing inside that jacket.
Oh, t-shirt.
Just
T-shirt and jacket. Simple. There was a question. There was a question saying, what if Mumbai Road, who wants us to come to Mumbai, we may come during the IPL, says, what if Samsung scored a century today? What will happen to Pant and Ishan?
See, nothing is going to happen to Pant as of now. Nothing is going to happen to Pant. I think they will see and assess in coming few months. And as far as Ishan is concerned, Ishan of course got his opportunity. If Sanju Samson does something exceptional, I would want to have him in my squad, in my T20 squad. But selectors might think differently.
What is he saying, Rohit? Today is Sunday. Rahul sir, today is Sunday, so according to Deepak.
Oh, he knows the guy, Deepak. So
Oh, the phone is going to come.
no, there is
Deepak's phone.
there is a colleague that we have in this organization. I remember when the T20 World Cup was happening. So first match against Pakistan, he said Rohit won't score. I said why? Well, today is Sunday. He doesn't score on Sundays.
No, I want Rohit to score.
I said why? But he has. I think that's over now.
Chirag Patel says, sending us love from the USA, says, do you think India's one batsman short? I think so. But I think because they have the luxury of all-rounders, which Indian team doesn't have quite often, today they do. So I think that's why they've taken the gamble. Yeah. Also, good point that Siddhant makes, that there's also Harshal Patel, who doesn't get. And in fact, if you see, forget Harshal, Deepak Huda has also not got a chance to bat.
Venkatesh
So
Iyer, has he
batting
batted in this series? First match, did he get an opportunity?
No, I don't think so. He got in the West Indies series. I don't think he's got a
Exactly.
chance here. So the batting has not been tested. Maybe that's the thought in the Indian team management, that we may try a lot of bowlers.
That's,
batting has not been
I
tested.
don't disagree with you when you say that let Sanju Samson open. I do not disagree with you at all. It is just that maybe somebody who hasn't got those many opportunities to bat in this series, and you never know, because now what will happen is after this you have a 2-month IPL for the from March 26th, and you'll have 2 months of IPL
27th.
and 26th.
It's
26th.
27th or 6th?
26th. So and
When is the IPL start?
and
Okay.
and you and Venkatesh Iyer will open. So I'm saying you may not get an opportunity to see him bat that much. So give him an opportunity to bat. I wouldn't mind having Sanju Samson to open with Rohit Sharma.
Good question here. Kanav says, how should Rohit bat today? Freely or as an anchor? Ask me, bat freely. That's what I wanted to do. Again, why are you changing things based on what the team combination is today? I would like him to bat the way he needs to bat. If you're going to set that template that we've spoken so often about, also remember, depends on the target that has been set, because India is going to be chasing. So I think that will also dictate. If it's not a big target, then bat with a lot of calm. But if it's a big target, yeah.
Pankaj is saying, what is the relevance and significance of this match for Kuldeep Yadav? Do you actually think he's in the reckoning?
At the moment, no. I think what they're trying to do is, and Rohit has said that, get him into the rhythm, because there are already a few bowlers that you're looking at. Some of them are even injured. You got two wrist spinners already in Yuzi and Ravi Bishnoi that you're looking at. There is Washington Sundar there. There's Ravindra Jadeja. How many spinners will you take to Australia anyway? So right now he's not there, but I think it's not a bad option to keep getting him to play international games. That will also translate to good performances in the test format, in the ODI format.
Is he there in your scheme of things?
I'm saying if going forward you want to bring him in that, and I think he may be. I think he's a wicket-taking bowler.
See,
and you can
Jadeja
look at
is
him.
back. Ashwin is already there.
Yeah,
Then
but
you have
need
Akshar
backup.
Patel. You've tested.
No, he could be ahead of an
Washington-
Akshar who's injured most of the time.
No, there's
Washington, I
Washington
agree.
Sundar as well.
Yeah, but I think Washington Sundar is more advantageous to be in the shorter
Achha,
format.
tell me who will not bowl today. You gave me 7 options,
Eight.
8 options. The bowling options. Who will not bowl
It's a
today?
very tough question. How am I gonna-
I think some. I think maybe
Deepak Huda.
maybe
he does-
Jadeja also won't bowl.
No, Jadeja will. Yeah, Venkatesh Iyer, Deepak Huda, the first names that you think, because they are part-time bowlers, so maybe. Jadeja will bowl.
Virat, Rohit should open. Ritesh, Anish, nice to see South Africa playing good Test cricket. Yes.
Yes.
Then India is short. Amit is saying India is short of one batsman. Most probably
They will crumble while chasing. Amit, we thought that in the previous game
Yes.
as well. You didn't need.
And maybe India, they are also testing themselves.
Yeah.
They are testing themselves with games like these. They've weakened. I understand. Would it be fair to say that they've weakened their batting? Maybe they want to test.
You ask me, tell me who's not going to bowl, na? Sanju Samson.
Sanju Samson is not going to bowl. Rohit Sharma, I will also not bowl. Mercedes promotion.
And Shreyas Iyer also
Somebody
won't
saying you are promoting Mercedes.
It's-
Abhay Singh.
it's the
that's
team,
his,
Formula One.
That's his favorite Formula One team.
That's correct.
Will Shreyas Iyer stay unbeaten in this series? Oh, yeah. He's not been dismissed once.
Today will be dismissed, I think. Just a
today?
punt. What do you think?
Will he? Okay, he will get to bat. He'll come in at number 3 again? Or would you
No,
want to?
could be some changes.
Sanju Samson? If he's not
No, if
opening.
he's not opening, if he's not opening, then Sanju Samson at 3. But if he's opening, then Shreyas Iyer at 3.
By the way, Ishan Kishan, I'm sure you people have already been informed and told that Ishan Kishan is missing this game because he went for scans last night after the game because he was hit on his head and he is out because of concussion. So nothing serious, just a precautionary measure that the team has taken or the team management has taken.
Crick News is asking, sir, कारतूस क्या है मोहाली में? Well, Crick News, just to let you know, there was some not live but spent your shells that were found, that bullet shells that are spent, as in already used, found lying in the bus. And that was in the Sri Lankan team bus, the test specialist in Mohali. But they found it even before the team got onto the bus.
Apparently, the bus that is being used by the Sri Lankan team, a few days back, it was
At a wedding.
Exactly.
It's common in north of India.
And in north,
Firing shells
exactly.
in the air during wedding.
But inside the bus,
No, those are empty shells. Huh? So after they fired the empty shells, they must have thrown it inside the bus or whatever. Yeah, not firing inside the bus. No. It's usually fired in the air.
okay.
You know that, yeah. For those of you who stay in north of India, during wedding ceremonies, it's same bus must have gone to a wedding party.
Why don't you get a sponsor? Soon we'll have
We have got a sponsor,
once.
but it'll come from
Yes.
IPL onwards.
Yes. Is it confirmed that the opening match of the IPL 15 will be played between CSK and KKR?
CSK, KKR. confirmed?
Nothing is confirmed as of now. Nothing is confirmed because
Our producer Saransh is confirming it.
Saransh is he's a KKR fan, and also CSK is the defending champion. So whoever they play against, CSK has to be the one team at least that will play that first match of this season. Most likely KKR.
So next time talk about.
BTS of behind the scenes
Oh, with
Dennis Lilly
but
and McGrath.
you remember that was so many years ago. I did that interview with McGrath and Dennis Lilly together.
Huh.
Oh my God!
See?
Behind the scenes, I'll tell you, nothing much happened behind the scenes. The interview was really enjoyable. Two legends,
You that was together?
both of them
Oh.
together. Dennis Lilly and Glenn McGrath
That's
at
great.
the MRF Pace Academy.
Oh. McGrath, I remember I'm
That you know when it was when Dennis Lilly was leaving and McGrath was taking over.
okay. Oh, so
They-
that must have been long ago then.
Yeah, about 8-9 years, something like that. So Dennis Lilly's tenure was ending as the coach of MRF Pace
MRF.
Academy, and McGrath was taking that position. So they were in that period briefly, just few months.
Coincide.
You know, just handing over and letting the other person during that time at the MRF Pace Academy. It was a beautiful experience.
Never
Yeah.
had the opportunity to meet.
I remember
Dennis
how I
Lilly.
introduced that interview.
Hmm.
So one of the my favorite rock bands is AC/DC that
Okay.
comes from Australia, and they were two Australians. So I said, as AC/DC once said, you know, Dynamite is one of their songs. So I said,
Okay.
you know, these two together are like dynamite. Imagine Dennis Lilly, Glenn McGrath, something like that. I forgot.
Absolutely. Hmm.
If Australia don't take the Vira. These are all jokes, yeah. Shall we take the leave then? See you guys for joining us. Thank you for your questions. We'll see you in the. What about Sports Today studio? I saw it's also getting
Coming
ready.
up.
Shashank ji.
Coming soon.
Soon.
Loading. Incoming.
Chirag is saying fantabulous. Love you guys.
Thank you,
Thank
Chirag.
you, Chirag. See you mid innings. Bye.